That red pill shit. Turn this up. Let's go.
For damn right. I vowed to give my love to you. No.
Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the like button at the end. Today we're going to be talking about why she does not have any respect for the blue-collared men. All right? The reason why a woman doesn't have respect for a blue-collared man is because a woman is working a blue-collared job herself. Majority of these so-called feminist, strong women, I don't need a man women, are working blue-collared jobs. Not a lot of them are working red pill jobs where they're getting government jobs with set pensions and salaries. You don't have too much of that happening. You do have it, but it's a small amount versus the blue-collared women that are working labor-ready jobs like post offices, FedEx, UPS, regular stores, things that do not require an education is where a lot of women are seeing their success nowadays. But when a woman sees a man as an equal, she has no respect for him. If you take Sally that works at McDonald's and she starts flirting with Fred on the fries, but let a guy come through the drive-thru that don't work there look like he's doing better than Fred on the fries, she's going to show him more attention than Fred on the fries. Why? Because Fred on the fries is her equal. Men are never quite dominating a woman when she's equal to him. So a man has to always be above a woman, because what a woman is doing is, a woman will work a job making $30,000 a year, but she's going to portray the image as if she's making $70,000 a year, hoping she can land a man that makes $120,000 a year. That's what a woman is trying to do. When it comes to the blue-collar guy, the blue-collar guy don't show any, he doesn't have that charisma in him. He doesn't show signs that he's a risk taker, that he's ambitious, that he's exciting. That's one of the things about a blue-collar guy. Typically, these guys are just looking to have a family and work a 9 to 5 at a regular job and spend their time going to church on Sunday. Nowadays, women are doing the same thing as a blue-collar guy, that it doesn't turn them on. They're constantly seeking new excitement. For one, they feel like they don't need a man, so they're not going to respect a man that's looking to be in a job for a long period of time. They're looking for a man that has more resources. Not too many blue-collar men have resources. It's because they're constantly working for the long term. The guys that have resources are mainly the ones that have taken a risk towards a business, or men that have taken a risk towards their education and getting a higher paid job. So when women start working these blue-collar jobs, she's fully aware that the path that a blue-collar man can go is very limited to the options that he creates for himself, because she's in the same position as him, because she is working the same job as the blue-collared man. Women are always aiming for higher levels than her. This is why your average Joe can have a girl out the hood, but he got a wine and dine her, spend money, take her out to eat. But she can go to a concert, meet Drake, and he'll have her having sex within 5 minutes, because she places him on a higher value. Now, men need to understand that you need to present this image by doing less with her. See, the more red pill knowledge you gain, the more you're going to realize less is more with a woman. Whether you got a blue pill job or a red pill job, if you don't say anything to her and allow her to figure you out, she's going to automatically make you superior than her. Once she places you in a high superiority category, then she'll be ready to submit to you no matter what, because she's going to think you're on a higher level and that you're not her equal. The only way she's going to think that you're her equal is based off the way that you treat her. So as long as these blue pill guys that work at her job are doing the same thing, you may be able to flirt with her when she gets bored or do things like that. But a man with a better paying job is going to always override him, because women don't respect men that are on the same level as them. They just give them a level of respect for being a working man, but they never look at him as being superior. And this is why they don't like blue collar men, It's because they feel like they're on the same level as them because they're working the same jobs as them. All right? This is Anthony Spade. Hopefully you got the message behind this video. Comment, like, subscribe. Hasta la vista. Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and share this video. Today we're going to be talking about why spending money on a woman is a waste of time. All right? First of all, before I get started, I just have to say, dating is dead. You should not be spending money on dates whatsoever. Dating is dead. Now, let's say you decide to go out with a woman. Set the standard from the jump. Tell her it's 50-50. When you're red pill and you're MGTOW, everything is 50-50 if you decide to date. If you decide to go out with a woman, it's mandatory that everything is 50-50. You are not allowed to be spending money on women whatsoever. Leave the simps for that. That's it. When you MGTOW and red pill, you don't waste too much time trying to romance a woman. Dating's dead and romance is dead. The mindsets of the women now, they're less valuable. There's no point in spending money on a woman who's probably talking to 20 guys and sleeping with 10 of them. There's no point in doing that. There's no point in going out of your way trying to romance a woman when you got 50 other simps doing the same thing. Nowadays, if you get a woman's number, she's pretty much saying, yo, you can hit this. All you got to do is just go ahead and call her up and say, yo, you trying to come over? But just don't do it too soon. It's that easy. Women just want sex. So being that women want sex, you shouldn't have to pay for it. Leave the romance alone. They're less valuable. Another thing, women are working jobs now. They can buy their own things. You shouldn't be buying clothes. You shouldn't be buying food. You shouldn't be buying anything that she can afford on her own because they love to brag about what they can do on their own. So you have to let them do what they do on their own. See, this is how a woman is. She wants to spend her money on things that make her feel good. But when she with a man, she feel like a man has to pay for her company, has to pay for her convenience, has to pay for that because she already thinking that you want to have sex with her. You know what I'm saying? So what she gonna do is she gonna go spend her money on clothes. She gonna go spend her money on taking trips. She gonna spend her money on a whole bunch of things that make her feel good, but she gonna expect you to spend money on her to get the little things, just to get a date. Don't even do that. Don't do that. If that girl ain't willing to come over your house and just hang out with you, scratch it, leave it alone. You MGTOW, you red pill anyway, which means that your dream's supposed to come before her. You're supposed to always keep yourself busy. Now for red pill men out there that are dating multiple women, chances are you're not spending any money because you've learned the game that it takes in order for you to stay alive. I'd rather be banging a chick, spending no money, than to be spending money and not even banging her at all. That's how you gotta look at it in today's world. That romance, that dating stuff, leave it out the window. Let them be independent women. Set the standard from the jump. If you decide to date, set the standard. Tell her, listen, if we go out, it's 50-50. And I mean that. I mean that. Whatever you buy, that's you. Whatever I buy, that's me. Don't waste no time trying to impress her anymore. You're gonna get further with women nowadays doing nothing. Acting like you don't even care. Act like you don't even want to be on the date. You're gonna get further with a woman doing that than sitting back trying to take her out on a date and impress her, show her what's good. Now, some guys may say, well, what about the good ones out there? The 1%ers, the 5%ers. What about those girls? Well, it's the same thing with them. Invite them over to the house. Cook for them. If they're 1%er, if they're a 5%er. If you're a MGTOW and red pill, you should be on your grind and you should have your purpose in order before you even start dating anyway. So if you got to go celibate for the next year just to get your life straight, so you can invite her over to cook for her, take the time out of your life and do that. Women are not going anywhere. But one thing that you should not be doing in this day and age in 2020 is spending money on a woman. That's gonna do nothing but set you back. Not just for the short term, but for the long term anyways. Because if you get out there and spending money, you know what you're doing? You're wasting your time being red pill. You're wasting your time being MGTOW. The whole point is to learn the game. Wasting money, it's not part of the game. Saving money to put towards your dream is part of the game. Living out your dreams is part of the game.
Saving up to pay that car off is part of the game. Saving up to pay your house off is part of the game. Saving up to put your money in investments, that's part of the game. Taking your hard-earned money and blowing it on a woman who's probably gonna date 5 other guys that's gonna spend money on her too, it's not part of the game. See, when the game changes, you gotta change with the game. It's called longevity. You only gonna have longevity in the game if you start eliminating the stuff that's gonna crutch you. And wasting time spending money on women is gonna crutch you for the long run. Remember, most women are working. Don't let her money be your money. Your money needs to stay your money, and her money needs to stay her money. This is Anthony Spade. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hasta la vista.